All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Will Sanders, and this particular video is going to be designed to walk you through the GoDesana Pay Plan. And I've had some success in the industry. Obviously, that's not what this video is about. This video is specifically designed to help everyday people understand how the income is built without sales pressure or complicated strategies. This video is going to walk you through the pay plan step by step so you can see how ordinary participation turns into extraordinary results when the math makes sense. Okay, so watch the math, not the hype. This is not about numbers. This is about numbers. It's not about motivation. And if you can follow simple math, you can follow this. Now, this breakdown is going to follow the GoDesana Pay Plan directly from the GoDesana.com website. So you can refer to the PDF document there if you so choose, but you don't have to. This breakdown is in 4 parts, so you understand how the money moves. This is not a guarantee of income, but rather projections based upon how the pay plan algorithm pays out in real time. Because when you have clarity about how the money is made, it eliminates confusion. And when there's no confusion, you typically in your organization can take a lot more action. So the first part of the GoDesana Pay Plan is going to be the MRP. MRP is going to stand for member reward points. That means that every month that goes by that you're at least the $9.95 plan, some of us operate at higher levels, like 100 CV, because we really like the other products that you'll learn about over time. But every 90 days, you will get an increased percentage of money back toward the purchase of new products. So for example, your first 90 days in this business, you're going to get a 5% cash back on all your auto ship orders. 90 days after that, it increases to 10%, then 15%, then 20, 25%, up to 30%. So I've been here for a little while now. So I have 30% cash back. So my monthly order is about 100 and some bucks a month. That's with tax and shipping included. So I get about $30 a month toward the purchase of any products I want from the website. And that ends up being hundreds and hundreds of dollars a year, which is really, really amazing. So that's just something there that you'll have, but also that's a benefit for your customers who decide to purchase products on a monthly basis or even the $9.95 plan. They can take that accumulated money that they get, the MRP points, and they can put that toward purchases of actual physical, tangible products like black seed oil, for example, which we love, and our go-go sticks, which are different inhalers that affect your mood through the nasal system. You just open one up, take a big whiff of that, and that will affect your mood. I can feel it working almost instantly. These are amazing, and they come in 9 or 10 different varieties, and they all do different things because they interact directly with the limbic center of the brain through the olfactory nerves in the nose. So these are really, really special. And of course, all the ingredients we use are going to be 100% pure, top quality, all natural, all organic, and vegan friendly, because you don't want to be inhaling anything synthetic. That's your brain you're talking about. So we always want to operate with purity. But those are just 2 of the hundreds of products we have available for you. And you can get a lot of those free with the member rewards program. And when you use your member rewards points, it's going to cover the price of the product, the tax, and the shipping. So 0 comes off your debit card. So we absolutely love that part of the pay plan. Now, the second part of the pay plan we want to talk about is going to be the retail component. And this is absolutely fascinating. In all my years of the industry, millions and millions of dollars made, 8 figures and 9 figures in volume made. I've never seen anything like this. This part of the pay plan is going to be our retail component. And this is the first time I've seen in the history of this industry a true retail component that is not a fast start. For example, if you sell a product, I'm just going to use 100 CV for easy math, but it could be $10 or 20 or 30 or whatever. If you sell a 100 VV product, you're going to get 30% fast start from that. That's 30%. That has nothing to do with the other parts of the pay plan that we're going to talk about shortly. But with a lot of companies, what happens is that 30% sometimes that you get, it goes away after the first month, or sometimes with our companies, which are really good, it goes away after 90 days. So it gives people an incentive to sponsor people early and recruit customers or retail product early, okay? And then that goes away, and typically the volume goes somewhere else in the pay plan. At GoDesana, that 30% fast start is going to stay with you forever. So if you have a person who's on auto ship, or even if they're not on auto ship and they order next year and they order the month after the same account, you're going to get that 30% every time. So for people who want to build a big frontline organization and recruit a lot of people, or people who want to retail a lot of product and have customers purchase again on auto ship or not, you're always going to get that 30%. It never goes away. And you can build a very, very lucrative business just off customer orders if you want to. We actually have some young ladies in our organization who have built six-figure businesses just retailing products on social media. And I can't name a single rep that they've sponsored on their team, but the money's going to pay out the same. 30% for product when you sell product, 30% when you recruit a new team member. Now, the next two parts of the pay plan are going to be my personal favorite. I'm going to save my favorite part for last because it does take a bit of explaining. But the third part of the pay plan is going to be our leadership check match, and that's going to be based on rank. The rank system here is very, very simple. This is going to be for people who want to retail multiple orders of product, or people who want to recruit, or some combination of the two, which is most of what we do. If you sponsor 3 people at least the $9.95, we'll call it the $10 digital product. If you sponsor 3 people there, you become a bronze. That's going to activate more commissions in the matrix, which we'll talk about shortly, but it's also going to qualify you for check match. So not only are you getting your 30% and your MRP points from auto ship, but you're also going to be receiving a percentage match of the check amount of the people that you sponsor. Now, that being said, if you sponsor 6 people at least the $10 digital product, you're going to go to the rank of silver. If you sponsor 9 people or sell 9 products, or sponsor 5 people and sell 4 products to retail customers, the combination doesn't matter. As long as it's 9 at that minimum $10 digital product price, the minimum $9.95 CV, you're going to go to the level of gold. If you sell, retail, or recruit 12 people at the minimum $10 digital product, or even a bottle of black seed oil, which is more than 10 BV, doesn't matter what the product is. But if you sponsor or recruit or sell 12 products, or any combination of the two, you're going to achieve the rank of platinum. And then the top of the pay plan, very simple. I've never seen it this easy to do. If you sponsor or retail 15 total products at the minimum $10 digital product, 15, you're going to be a diamond with the company. Now, when I first started with the company, becoming diamond was a lot more difficult. We did not have the digital product, and we had to get 100 orders within a calendar month to hit diamond. 100 retail orders or recruits within a calendar month. And we did that. It's far easier now, but the payout is going to be awesome, because when you hit the level of bronze with 3 people, or silver with 6, or gold with 9, or platinum with 12, or diamond with 15, you are going to qualify for increasing levels of check match at each rank, and it's going to max out at diamond, and that is a 25% check match of anyone that you have personally sponsored into the business, and some additional percentages for people who they sponsor. But just to put that in perspective, let's say you sponsor someone who goes on to make $100,000 in commissions. The company is going to take $25,000 from their marketing budget, and they're going to pay that out to you, provided you're a diamond. If you're a platinum or a gold, they're still going to take thousands of dollars out of marketing budget and pay you, but it's not going to be the 25%. So we do recommend, we advocate that people go diamond. We've had people do this in as fast as a day, and it's really, really worth it. It's only 15 orders at that minimum $10 digital product, and that 25% check match is absolutely phenomenal. If you sponsor someone who really wants to go big, the way I did when I got in this industry, and they generate, let's say, $1 million in commissions, you're going to get $250,000. That's absolutely amazing. And for what? For sponsoring or retailing 15 products. So yeah, the check match is big. It's a lot of money there for you. But again, it's up to you. You don't have to just sponsor people at the $10 digital product, the $9.95, which is where most people come in at. You can always sponsor higher, and you get larger percentages because it's more volume coming in. But that being said, let's move on to number 4. The fourth way we get paid is absolutely magnificent. It's my favorite. It's going to be the community revenue bonus. And we call the community revenue bonus the matrix. Okay. Now, to compare it to the retail component, when you sponsor someone or you retail a product, you're going to get paid that 30% that day and every single time they ever buy anything ever again. You're going to get that direct deposit that day, and you can withdraw that from your back office to your virtual Visa debit card that you get for free, or you can direct deposit it into your bank account, and those deposits can typically come within the next 24 hours. So if you see commissions in your back office and you click withdrawal, they're usually available by the next business day, which is really awesome. Okay. Now, the community revenue bonus is going to be different. The community revenue bonus is going to pay you based on the total size of your organization up to over 500,000 positions, regardless of who sponsored that person or how they got there. It can be from you sponsoring the people. It can be spillover for someone in your upline organization. And here we call an upline a support team because that's what they are for us. They support and they help us. Okay. They can come from spillover from your support team. They can be from a person you sponsored who sponsored a person who sponsored a person who sponsored 20 people. You're going to be paid in the community revenue bonus for all of those individuals, an absolutely amazing 6%. And that is phenomenal. And to activate that, all you have to do is sponsor 3 people at minimum $10 digital product. And you're going to be a bronze, and at bronze or above. Okay. It doesn't even matter beyond that, but bronze or above, you are going to receive 6% for 12 levels of the matrix. And that matrix has over 500,000 positions in it. So fill it up, right? Well, Will, what if I build a team of 1 million people? Am I going to miss out on 500,000 people worth of income? Absolutely not, for several reasons. The retail component has a built-in 5-generation payout. We didn't even go into depth about that, but you won't miss any money regardless of the levels. But then also the check match bonus is not tied to your matrix levels. The check match is tied to generations. So it's 5 extra generations again. So if you sponsor someone and they've fallen on level 80, you're still going to receive retail from that person, and you're still going to receive check match based on the entire organization they build. But by the time you get there, you won't really be concerned about it. All right. So you're not going to miss out on anything. This pay plan has checks and balances in place to make sure that you paid for all the work that you put in to build an organization. Now, to put it very simply, okay, with the matrix, if your organization is 100 people, at the minimum $10 digital product, that's $60. If your total organization is 1,000 people on monthly auto ship for the minimum $10 digital product, that's $600. You see, it's just 6%, right? A standard 6%. If your organization grows to 10,000 people, okay, at the minimum $10 digital product, that's $6,000 a month for you. And if you want to build a big organization, like a lot of us do, your organization's over 100,000 people, at the minimum $10 digital product, which is very popular overseas as well because it's digital, very valuable, but digital. So they don't have to worry about customs or tax or shipping. Some of our fastest growing teams right now are overseas in Taiwan and the Philippines for that reason. But if you build a team of over 100,000 people, even at the minimum $10 digital product, that's $60,000 a month for you just in the matrix. Okay. So let's say, for example, someone who you sponsor builds a team of 100,000 people at that $10 minimum product. You're going to be paid not just your $60,000 a month, but hopefully you'll be a diamond by then, and you'll be getting $15,000 a month additionally in check match bonuses, because that's 25% of 60,000. Okay. So very, very simple math, 25%, 6%, 30%, very simple numbers here. This is not a complex pay plan. Now, if all that makes sense, I highly recommend you turn off this video and get out to building. But if you want to understand how we teach people to build very large teams of over 100,000 people, and we've done this before, do me a favor, grab paper and pen. And what I'm going to do over the next part of this video, which is not necessary for professionals, you may be a professional network marketer watching this, and you don't need this next part. But if you're relatively new and you really want to see the system we've been using for over a decade to build teams of over 100,000 people, regardless of what company we were with at that time, this next part is for you. And as I get some paper and pen out for me too, because I'm going to draw this out on this blank sheet of paper so that we are building this particular pay plan together. When you write it out yourself and it's not just handed to you, you understand it a lot better. And remember, that's the whole point of this video, to remove confusion so that clarity comes in. And when clarity comes in, action becomes way more efficient and your team can grow way more explosively. Okay, so we're going to show you how to build this team by sponsoring 5 people. Okay, 5 people who are at the $10 digital product. Now, here's the point. There's a lot of people that are going to fall in love with these products. We have some incredible laundry detergent. Okay, we have cleaning spray. We have soap. We have deodorant. All natural, all organic, all affordable. Why spend money at Target or Amazon when you can get household goods from GoDesana? I have no idea. But again, we have incredible essential oils products, health and wellness products, weight loss products. There's so many great things going on at GoDesana right now. You have, I think it's over 200 products now that you get to choose from. If people build a team of 100,000 people and people are, for example, purchasing more than the $10 digital product, your income goes up exponentially. So just to give you an example for easy math, it doesn't always happen like this, but let's say it did. Let's say you built a team of 100,000 people at the digital product, and over time they decided to upgrade and say, we're making really good money. We want to get some of these other GoDesana products and test those out. And they end up like me. I am a rabid product fanatic. I love these products. They're absolutely incredible. They changed the life and the life of my family 10 times over. And I spend 100 CV, that's about $130 on products a month with GoDesana products, be it laundry detergent, soap, deodorant. We have an incredible essential oil called Align, which you can, in fact, you know what? I'll link the video to the Align product to this one. So if you look at the related video, I'll link it to this one. So you can just see one of the amazing products that we have. And if you build a team of 100,000 people who are at 100 CV a month and not the $9.95, 100 CV a month, that would increase your check exponentially. And that will put you into the $600,000 a month range and not the $60,000 range. Both are great, but you have the potential to create far more because this matrix is going to pay you a flat 6% regardless of the CV amount. Here's the caveat, because I know you're thinking, Will, this is amazing. How can any company afford to pay that out, a flat 6%? And I didn't even I only brought in 5 or 3 of the 100,000 people. Well, because when you get to that level of the pay plan, the company is going to pay you more based on your monthly amount. So for example, if I was at 10 CV or just the $10 digital product, if I was only at that, the company would only pay me up to a certain amount. But when you're at 100 CV, the company is going to pay you far beyond anything you can imagine. It's absolutely incredible. So long term, not short term. Short term, we're going to show you how to build teams of 100,000 people. You can make 60,000 a month minimum. That doesn't include retail, doesn't include check match, and that's all at the $10 digital products. However, as you grow and you generate more income, I do recommend you go up to the 100 CV level because there are some bonuses and payouts that are magnificent that we're not going to talk about in this video. Okay, but they're not necessary to get up to the $60,000 to $100,000 a month range. Let's talk about how you do that. Okay. So the first thing I want you to write down in the upper right hand corner of the paper. All right, and get my paper situated. Is going to be the letters B, E, S, T. So my paper looks just like this. Okay, I just have the letters B, E, S, T written on the right side of the page. And what that's going to stand for is the following. That's the system we use to build teams of over 100,000 people, no matter what company we're with, okay? The B stands for buy. You're going to have to buy some product. You're going to have that capital outlay, that initial investment. And for the purposes of this example, we're going to put a 10 there because we're talking about our $10 digital product, okay? The E is going to stand for education. Now, Jim Rohn once said, and everybody, well, hopefully you've heard of Jim Rohn. If not, he's all over YouTube. He was amazing. Jim Rohn said that formal education, like going to school, high school, or college, formal education will make you a living, and it will. You can pay the bills, okay? He said self-education can make you a fortune, all right? So this E That education right there, that E stands for self-education. It's the education you're doing like right now. I want to commend you for taking the time to learn this pay plan, to learn about the products by watching the pinned video below and things of that nature. Thank you for treating this business as the opportunity that it is, and for treating yourself like a professional, because professionals prioritize education and learning. We know that's where the money comes from. If you want to be a top earner, you got to be a top learner. Okay. Now the S is going to stand for share. All right. And I put a little asterisk by that one. The S is going to stand for share. Share is very, very important, because during your educational period of watching videos like this and talking to us, and we have a live weekly Zoom where we teach people how to do this business, even if they're brand new, you're going to have to share this business either in person or on social media or text message or email or internet messenger, telegram. You somehow, some way, drop cards, billboards, some way, you are going to have to share this opportunity with people, because you will not be able to sponsor anyone unless you're talking about your business or texting about your business or posting about your business or messaging about your business or emailing about your business. The share, the S in BEST, the share is where the rubber hits the road. That's where the work comes in. And it's very important that people complete the education phase and then they start sharing, because the education is where rookie network marketers learn how to share this business properly. A lot of people ask, Will, do I have to sell to be successful at this business? Well, no, you don't have to. It'd be very helpful if you enjoyed selling and you were a really good salesperson. But I'm not a really good salesperson. I've become better over the years, but I never bought into the concept of selling product. I always told myself that as opposed to selling product, I didn't want to feel strange about it. I share products I believe in with people that I care about. When this digital product came out, we share products and opportunities with people that we care about. When you watch the video about Black Seed Oil, you find out how powerful this is and how good it is for people, from anti-aging to antiviral to antimicrobial to all weight loss to all these different things that it does. You're going to want to share that product with people you care about. When you find out how powerful this income engine is with our $10 digital product, and how you get an email every single day that addresses mental health and personal development and growth and physical fitness, you're going to believe in that product. We don't sell products as much as we share products we believe in with people that we care about. All right. And if you don't have anybody in your life that you care about, that's tough. That's not a place I would want to be at all. But hopefully you have some people in your life that you care about, online or offline. And those are the people who you want to share the products and opportunity that you believe in with. Okay. But the education component will teach you how to do that like a professional would. All right. And the last thing, the last letter there is going to be T. T stands for teach. Okay. And that's where duplication comes in. All right. When you sponsor people into this business, do us all a favor. Do not just leave them by the wayside to figure this thing out while you go off and recruit more people and retail more product and make more money. Please do us a favor and either teach them how to build a business by sending them videos like this and the linked videos below. But if you're not going to teach them how to buy their product and get educated, self-education, and then you're not going to teach them how to share, please do us a favor and plug them into us. They can be on your team. You can have recruited them. They have your link. They're signed up by you. Please do not leave them by the wayside. That's one of the worst things you can do in this industry, is become what we call a sponsor monster, where you sponsor a lot of people to make upfront money, but you don't care about them enough to train them or help them succeed and grow. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to either teach them yourself, totally fine, or plug them into our weekly training that we do on Zoom every single week. You can just reach out to me, Will Zanders, on Facebook, or other of our leaders like Marcus Jones. You can reach out to them on Facebook and you can say, hey, what's the training schedule for this week? There are some team members I want to plug into that so they can get educated, and get off to a good start. All right. Now, we talked about the matrix. Even at the $10 digital product, if you build a team of 100,000 people, that's $60,000 a month for you. You build a team of 10,000 people, that's $6,000 a month for you, just from that one part of the pay plan, not including any of the bonuses that we talked about earlier. Okay. But how do we build a team? I'm so glad you asked. we're going to use that BEST, the best system, and system stands for save yourself some time, energy, and money. So we are going to use that best framework that we just described to build a very large team. And this is how it goes. Let's say you are at the top of this organization, okay? And we were going to write you right there on that part of the paper. And then to the left of that, I'm going to number 1 through 12, okay? You can take your time and write. It's going to look like that. All right, I'm only at 7, but I'm writing numbers down the left side of the page. And we're going to write down to 12. And then we're going to go back and we're going to put those as months. So for example, in the number 1, we'll just write January there, but it could be February if you want to, depending on when you're watching this video. And we're going to put the months going down the side of the page. And that's going to bring us all the way to December. That's a full 12 months. If you're watching this video in January, then you're going to start off month 1 is February. If you're watching this video in March, you're going to start off the first month will be March. But it should give you a full year, and that's what your paper should look like. Okay? You're writing down the pay plan document for the matrix right now. Now, you joined in the month of December, and you're getting educated. You're learning in the month of December, which means that in the month of January, you're going to be ready to share this opportunity. And that's what I would say to any rookie network marketer who wants to have success with a company like this. If you're a professional network marketer, you're probably going to be recruiting people as soon as you get off this video because you have a skill set and a network that took some time for you to acquire. So you can skip this stuff. But for rookie network marketers, pay attention. You're going to learn in the month of December. And then in the month of January, you're going to use the things that you learned during your education phase in December. You're going to use the new skills that you learned to recruit 5 people, okay, in the month of January so that your organization grows by 5 people. All right. So now you have a team of 5 in January. You can see that right on the page. All right. Maybe backwards because of the video. I have no idea. But you get the point. That's the way your page is supposed to look. Y'all know we don't do any editing or fancy stuff on these videos. We prioritize good content, okay? Now, in the month of January, those 5 new people, okay, are going to be learning. Well, Will, what are they going to be learning? They're going to learn the same things you learned. They're going to buy their product. They're going to watch some basic videos on how to build a business and how the pay plan works and things of that nature. We have a video list for new members that they can watch. You can get through all of those videos in one day if you want to. And then they're going to be sharing in the month of February. So they learned in the month of January. They are recruiting in the month of February. And when 5 people sponsor 5 people, okay, your team is going to grow by 25 people. And we're just going to assume that they're all at the $10 digital product. So 25 people times 10, $9.95, but we'll use 10 for easy math, is $250 in sales volume, in addition to the $50 in sales volume from the 5 people who you sponsored in January. So you have 25 new people on your team, and you have a team of 30 people total. Those 25 new people, when they come in the month of February, are probably not going to have the skill set to go build a big team yet. So they're going to spend some time in the month of February learning from their sponsors. They're going to learn from you because you're an upline support team member now. They can learn from us if they so choose. But in the month of February, you have 25 new team members. They are going to be learning, and come March, they are ready to go. They are chomping at the bit. They are ready to go sponsor 5 people. They may have to talk to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, maybe even 50 people online or in person to find 5 people who have $10 and who are super serious about building a big business. But that's okay. That's part of this business. I don't want you to think unrealistically that, the first 5 people I talk to are going to join and want to build a business. That has happened before, but it is very, very rare. Typically, I know myself, and I'm pretty good at this. I had to talk to 40 people, either online or in person, just to find 5 or 6 who were really serious about building this business, who were not going to quit, and they were going to put the work in to build big teams. So just know you're going to have to communicate with people online or in person, about this opportunity. But don't worry, the education phase is going to teach you what to say, who to say it to, and when to say it, and what not to say. All right. That's all covered in videos in our video library for new members. So those 25 people are going to get involved in February. They're going to learn in February. But in the month of March, they are ready to start recruiting, and they are going to sponsor 5 people apiece, which is going to bring in 125 new people into your organization. Okay. Those 125 people, they're all in a Facebook group now. I highly recommend when your team hits 40, 50 people, you need to create your own Facebook group, maybe even sooner than that, so that you have a common place that doesn't cost you anything. You have a private Facebook group where you can post the call schedules. You can post the new member playlist. You can help these 125 new people get off to a fast start. Because remember, you didn't sponsor any of them. You sponsored the original 5. You did not sponsor any of the next 100 some people to come into the group, but you're still going to be responsible, at least for a few levels, of teaching or making sure that the people who really want to do this have access to the accurate information. Okay. Next up, those 125 people, as you know, they are going to be learning. They're going to be learning a lot, and they're going to learn in March, so that in April, they are ready to go to work, and they are going to be ready to talk to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people online or in person, so that they can sponsor 5 out of those 40 or 50 people who are serious about doing this business. So your organization is going to grow by 625 people in the month of April. Okay. And that's how that looks on paper. Now, because we're all doing this together, I'm going to get out a calculator. And I'm going to go ahead and get these numbers rolling for you, because we are going to start multiplying relatively quickly now in the next group of people that come in, because it's 625 people times 5. 625 is like 3,000 and something. 625 times 5. Yep, 3,125 people. So we'll write that down in May. 3,125 people. Okay, and I can tell you, as a person who's built teams of over 100,000 people, this is very doable for you, especially at that $10 level. It's a no-brainer when you look at all the value that you get with the $10 digital product. So 3,125 people joined in the month of May. Now, just know, they are going to have to get trained. I don't want you to be intimidated by the number 3,000 people. There's so many people. It's a good number of people. It's a great foundation for explosive growth with any network marketing team. But my point is, they're going to be learning very simple things the way that you're learning very simple things. And they are going to go out into the wide world and either talk to people or post on social media or send text messages or direct message scripts or things of that nature to 40, 50 people, maybe more, so that they can sponsor 5 people who are dead serious about building this business. Now, once you're at that level, we're going to multiply that again by 5. All right. So now, in the month of June, it's going to be a good summer for some of you. You have 15,625 people join your organization in 1 month, and you are in wide out momentum. This is really when network marketing gets fun. All right. So now you're at 15,000 brand new people in your organization. Those people in the month of June are going to be learning. They're going to be seeing the people who joined before them who are making money. They're going to be posting their recognition banners when they go diamond in your Facebook group. People are making thousands and thousands of dollars a month at that point. They're going to be posting those rank advancement banners in your Facebook group. We have all those for you. You can just take the picture and put in the banner, type in the name and post it. They're going to be getting very, very excited. Very, very excited. So they're going to be completing their learning at a faster pace than you did previously, because they see the proof that this really works. They see the amount of money being made from you and the original 5 people that you brought in and the 5 people they brought in. So they're very excited now. So it may not take a month for anybody to learn and start working. It may take a week or maybe even a day, because the higher the belief is, the higher the action taking is. Okay. So we'll do 1 more month, just because you got 15,000 new people that joined that organization. And then after that, in the month of July, you're going to have 78,125 people join your organization. That's just a full 6 or 7 months of building right there, serious hardcore building. And we're going to add all those numbers up. And now we're going to show you how to calculate your check. But this is what your paper should look like. Okay. You should have your numbers all the way down to the month of July. And now we're going to go ahead and add those numbers up for you. I told you we're going to do all this together. Then I'm going to give you a total. Okay, so that grand total is going to be 97,655. So that's almost 100,000 people. But we just went a couple of months. We didn't even finish out the year. So that's what your paper is going to look like right there. Okay. So we have 97,655 people. Now we're going to multiply that times 10 BV. Okay. Now we know that everybody came in at $9.95. So technically it's 9.95 BV, but we'll call it 10 for easy math. All right. And when you multiply 97,655 times 10, you are going to get 976,550 in volume. All right. Now that is just with people sponsoring 5 people. That is not even if you want to go to the diamond level and sponsor 15 people at the $10 program. But that is the bare minimum, 976,550 in sales volume. And when you go ahead and multiply that times 0.06, okay, 976,550. That's how much sales volume you have. Even though you're going to sponsor, you're going to multiply that by 0.06. And that is going to get you a grand total of $58,593. That is going to be your check, but only the part of your check that's covered by the community revenue bonus. That doesn't include retail. It doesn't include the unilevel part of the retail. It doesn't include the check match either. So your check is going to be significantly higher than that. But this is what that would look like on paper. You took the total number of people, we added that up, we multiplied it times 10, which is the volume amount there, and then we multiply that times 0.06, and that gives us our total. I have no idea if this is reversed or not, but you're writing it in your paper, so you should be fine. Your total was $58,593 just from the community revenue bonus, that's the matrix, just in the month of July. So that's about $60,000 a month just in July from one part of our pay plan and 6 months of solid work right there. If you want to build a team like we do, a team of 100 BV people, that's when you start. When you're making money like that, you're posting in the Facebook group things like, hey, don't know if y'all know this, but if you upgrade to 20 BV, you'll actually make more money. You upgrade to 100 BV, you'll make more money, and things of that nature. Just imagine out of that 97,000 people, if just a handful, a couple dozen start upgrading to 50 BV or 25 BV or 100 BV, that's going to create a volume cascade effect that's going to go right up to the top. So strategically time that and let your team know when it's time to upgrade. Okay. And they'll probably be doing it because, if you're already buying soap and deodorant and cleaning spray and laundry detergent from Target or Amazon or Walmart, you can get that from GoDesana for the same competitive price for a superior product. So a lot of the volume that people, when someone goes from 10 BV up to 50 BV, it's not because they spent any money they didn't already account for in the family budget for soap, deodorant, skincare, laundry detergent, cleaning spray, Windex, things like that. You're just buying things. You're just switching stores to your GoDesana store. And that is when it becomes very simple for people to upgrade, but that makes more money for everybody in the organization, and it generates that excitement, especially going through momentum. So that being said, this has been a pretty lengthy video. I wanted to keep it as short as possible, but I didn't want to compromise any of the information or the quality of the content and go step by step for how the matrix works. Last thing I'll say is do not think that you got to stay at 10 BV. You can always upgrade that. Don't think that you only have to sponsor 3 people or 5 people. You can sponsor 15 or 20 or 40 or 100 if you so choose, depending on your skill set and your network. And also, these don't have to be months. For professional builders, if you want to build a team quickly, you can have your team doing their learning period in 1 week so that in week 2, they're ready to go recruit 5 people. they learn everything they need to learn that week. And then in week 3, your team grows by 25 people. And then in week 4, it grows by 125 people, and so on and so forth. So don't get tied into the months. That's a nice, slow, steady, realistic way to do it. You could even do it by weeks, days, or possibly hours. Just depends on how good you really want to be. Okay. So that being said, my name is Will Zanders. I want to thank you for taking this time out to learn more about the pay plan, the GoDesana program, the pay plan, and the $10 digital product. And also don't forget, click in the related video. You should see it somewhere on the screen. We're going to show you one of our products called Align there. And then I'm going to link another video to that one to show you black seed oil. And those are just 2 of the many, many products that we have. Okay. But that being said, thank you so much for your time, and we will see you at the top.